Hey guys, how is everybody on this fine morning? So last night I was actually watching a show about space and, with what's going on recently with the Mars Perseverance rover, we're living in a really astounding time, right? So I've always been interested in the cosmos because I believe most of the answers lay out there, answers that humankind will never know because we're just not capable of being able to fathom the complexities of the universe, right? So it's sort of like the final frontier, like to borrow from Star Trek, and it's fascinating. Right, I often get my telescope out and watch the stars and all that. So anyway, I was watching a show, and it's just astounding what we've been able to accomplish as a species since I think it was 1973 was the first time humankind launched a extremely rudimentary space probe into the atmosphere, or the upper atmosphere, out into space. And since then, we've done thousands, literally thousands of missions into the cosmos, and we've pretty much mapped our entire solar system. A lot of people don't realize this, but when you're looking at planets, when you go through school in textbooks and things, they're usually artist interpretations. It's only been recently, that we've actually been able to send probes to planets and actually photograph them to see what they really look like. So that got me thinking about a whole ton of different things, right? Number one, just being in a time where we've been on this planet as humans for 7 billion years, million years, sorry, billion, 7 million years that we know of. And the last 70 years, whatever it is, since we first launched into space and entered the digital age, we've progressed rapidly. We are literally living in a time of human evolution, and it's happening on a scale that's unprecedented. So that excites me, right? And usually when I look at things like space and that, I equate it to business and life, because here's another one. I was sitting there thinking about sight, right? Actually looking like you're looking at me through this video right now. And I thought, what is sight actually? Scientifically, it is light refraction. So you're not actually seeing me. You're seeing different spectrums of light when you're looking at me inside of this video. And that is also astonishing, right? Because our eyes are capable of seeing the different depths and frequencies of light hitting surfaces and reflecting back into our optical nerve, or into the retina, which carries that message of light through the optical nerve into our brain. And then our brain makes millions upon millions of instant calculations to tell us, to give us a visual image of what we're actually seeing. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that is a feat to marvel over, right? Just being able to open your eyes in the morning and look at something, your brain is making billions, millions, if not billions, of instant calculations to tell you through the light spectrums what you're actually seeing when you open your eyes. So I guess you could say that just being able to see and open your eyes is a damn miracle. But what that gets me thinking about is, if our brains are capable of such a feat, something like this, what else are we capable of? What makes you guys believe that? Because there's a lot of people, especially in entrepreneurial world, who don't believe in themselves. Not really. They try every day to better themselves in their position in life, but deep down they have doubts. We all have doubts. It's a human thing, right? I suffer from massive anxiety. I always have. Since I was 16 years old, I've had huge anxiety. I still, even to today, have problems leaving the house, right? So these are things that you must overcome. And I will do a video one day on how I've been able to overcome these things. And it still affects me every day, but I'm able to leave the house when I don't want to. I'm able to stand on a stage and speak when I don't want to. I'm able to do these things. And it's all through the power of the mind, because I recognize how strong the mind is. Just think about that analogy I gave you about light reflection or refraction, right? The mind can do that. It can do anything. It's just freaking amazing. So what makes you guys think that you cannot succeed with Kindle Direct Publishing when just opening your eyes and looking is like a supercomputer going to work in an instant, a fraction of a second? Of course you can succeed with KDP, right? Of course you can succeed with anything in your life, anything. Now, it helps to have help, obviously, right? Because although our brains are capable of such feats and to a magnitude that's unimaginable to the regular person, these feats are instantaneous and they're not conscious, right? So there's a big difference between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. The conscious mind can be very detrimental to us, because the conscious mind has conscious thoughts, conscious feelings, and it's extremely hard to control these things. And that's when self-doubt creeps in, that's when anxiety creeps in. And we now know what anxiety is. It's basically chemical reactions, multiple chemical reactions, the fight or flight response. And back in when we were basically animals roaming the earth, it was very helpful to us, because there would only be a few different stimuli that would create anxiety, and it's usually when we're going to be eaten, right? In the modern age, everything creates anxiety because we have progressed as a species and we think about things all the time. So what could cause me anxiety today is filming this video. I feel it right now. I can feel flustered on my chest. Look. All right, anxiety, all right? But you just need to move past these things. You need to recognize it for what it is and consciously make a decision to just do it anyway, I guess. So guys, at the end of the day, what I'm getting at is you can achieve anything you set your subconscious and conscious mind to, because your subconscious mind can go to work for you. And it especially happens in a diffused train of thought. And this happens generally in the sleep period, right? We have the mental chemistry inside of our minds. When we sleep, it flushes out, goes all of the junk neurons and things that fired and are sitting around in our brain through the day. That's why sleep is very important. And that's why in my program, I talk a lot about sleep, and I actually give you apps and things to help you sleep better and use sleep to your advantage to get into that diffuse mode of thought and solve problems while you actually sleep. Now, an issue with sleep solving problems, right? Solving problems when you sleep, is our brain also gets deleted, right? So these things that get flushed out get deleted, and there's different chemical releases inside of the mind that stop us essentially from remembering our dreams and things like this. That's why it's so hard, and dreams are always so foggy. I mean, there are people out there that are lucid dreamers, but they're far and few in between. But with a bit of practice, we can all do things like this. We can all lucid dream. We can all use this to our advantage. And that's why my program is not just about building a passive income with KDP. It's about building you, right? First, we need to build you. Then we build the success. Make sense? All right, guys. So I just wanted to jump on here today and tell you all you are capable. You can do this. And if you want help, I'm willing to help you. All right, guys. Have a nice day, and I'll talk to you all soon.